What is going on, guys? Today we've got 93 Capoue. He is a 93 centre mid, French from Villarreal, and most definitely a nice cheap player that you can go for. Now, I wasn't going to look at him, to be fair, but then looking at them playstyles, I'm interested. Press proven, anticipate, and intercept. He's currently coming in at 81,000 coins, which is just nuts in itself. 4-star, 4-star, looking decent. He's obviously going to be mostly lengthy, which is perfect. He is 6'3", 4'4", mostly lengthy, 87 pace, 90 on the acceleration's good. Decent shooting. It's penalties and volleys that are taking it down, which is fine. Passing wise, we've obviously got the 92 vision, 93 long pass, and 96 short. Decent composure. The main thing is the agility balance is shot. So you're really going to have to get that up. You could definitely go with the anchor and just kind of firm it, but that agility balance has got to be a little bit better, surely. He's obviously got great defending and physical. 91-90 is going to be very interesting to see, but I can imagine a lot of people are just going to go straight for that anchor. Or shadow, in fact. Okay. I mean, yeah, okay, makes sense, actually. Does put him mostly lengthy. You'll get lengthy with, obviously, the anchor. So the anchor will give you 91 pace, 96 defending, 95 physical. With the shadow, you end up with 90... Hold on, does that make sense? Oh, yeah, 91, okay. 95 pace and 96 defending. You're going to end up either having a 95 DM or a 95 DM. You just get no more on the strength. If you went for the engine, you keep him mostly lengthy. You get a 94 CM, but you do get that agility balance workout. So I will see what people go for. We'll try a shadow to start with, as that seems to be the underwhelming vote straight off the bat. And yeah, let's have a look and see what he's got. Obviously, intercept, anticipate, and press proven. Let's have a look at the middle then. Ooh, Saliba and Alisson. Sorloth, obviously. Courtois up front as well. I feel like somebody's doing a Naki Williams, but I'm interested with Capoue though. He can either be an absolute bumbling idiot when it comes to the dribbling side of stuff, or he could be a decent card. The lengthy side of it has got me interested. I kind of want to see what that's all about. We seem to be having, oh my god, a lot of... That's a great run. What on earth? It just split for him. But we have got a lot of players now that are coming in at about like 80 to 100,000 coins. We've had Sorloth, we've obviously had Correa, then we've had our man Capoue now. There's quite a lot of cheap beasts that you can get in SBCs. So already I'm like, you're in for an absolute field day if you don't necessarily have the craziest team already. Now you can easily upgrade everybody. Sorloth is one of the better cards we've seen so far, and most definitely Correa is no joke. Good interception from Capoue there. What we got? We got the anticipate. We've obviously got the lovely press proven. I kind of would have liked to pass in trade, but I mean, you can't ask for everything. I think having that anticipate and then also the intercept as well, that's going to be a great one for the defensive side of stuff, and kind of having him as a solid DM is going to be a good option. And so far with the agility balance, I mean, the runs that he made agility-wise, it definitely feels better than what 70s and 80s normally feel like. And he's got a right foot to absolutely rocket it as well. I don't know why. He just keeps pushing himself forward as well. Honestly, I normally have them on balance, so it's not even if I've got him join the attack or kind of he's just naturally pulling himself forward a little bit. Yes, I do kind of go for the 1-2 runs quite a lot, so that is going to be no surprise there. But in terms of actually pushing forward, he's doing it all himself. I think he might have been offside for that run. Head it down to Capoue. Lovely header back as well. Passing wise, feeling great. Little 1-2s, bit of ticky-tacky stuff going on. And again, nearly Vinny going to find Capoue in. Are we going to get... I was kind of hoping for an intercept there. That's a great ball. Sorloth is a joke, like, genuinely. I hate playing against him already, and it's only been like 2 days, and I've seen him pretty much... That is a phenomenal ball. But I think I've seen Sorloth pretty much every game since he's been out. That genuinely is how good he truly is. Nearly getting the ball, but that was a solid ball from Capoue there. Passing, doing absolute numbers. Good ball. Need a little bit of a runner if we can. He's got a great stride on him. That lengthiness is really paying off. Get that ball. Little fake. Look for the little one, nearly there. And I think it's very hard to be very objective with a card like Capoue because, oh, nearly. Because obviously when it comes to the price, it's like 80k, one team of an 88. You get one team of the season. Lovely interception, nearly getting there. But if you get one team of the season that's a duplicate, you've pretty much got most of the SBC done then, because that's going to be what, at least 90 rated, 89 if you're very unlucky, but 91 is normally the case there. So you've already got higher rated than what the SBC is coming in at. You've then obviously only got one SBC to do as well. So 80k for me is really not a bad thing to even just give him a test. At the very minimum, you're getting a little bit of fodder. You might put some duplicates away. And I think you could probably give up a one team just to try somebody out. I think at the minimum, he might fit your team, he might not. I may absolutely love him in mine, but then in terms of kind of how you feel about him might be a little bit different. We've seen that with many players. Capoue making that run again. Going to look for it back. Can we get a cross in? Realise nobody's there. He's going to find somewhere. Is he going to be able to get the shot off on near post? And it's a great save from Allison again. It's when he gets his stride going, that lengthy element. If you can find this open space, which you can then lead strikers to run forward, you can then find runners off it, is absolutely brilliant for taking the ball forward. To say he's pretty much meant to be that solid DM. Oh, that's just an easy ball. Easy ball. He's going for the left. We managed to make the save, which is nice. But if you can get that kind of first run, it's kind of here where you kind of looking to start it and you can literally just steam through with the right amount of obviously players running behind the ball as well. Always great to have. R9's going to try and bully his way through, but the only problem is if you're going to consistently do that, you will want to have another DM or another player that is going to be kind of chilling in the back line, because like you can see, as soon as they have 2 or 3 players, you're then really kind of hoping that your defense is in line, your fullbacks are not pushed up or anything like that. Good first touch out. Oh, that's the problem. You've got to have almost that straight line to be able to get the lengthy fully activated for him. Kind of down here, this would probably be actually not the worst thing. It's what Sorloth does the best as well. As you can see, the pace-wise, you can hopefully... Oh, I thought he was going out for a corner. Fair enough. You can either go for obviously the corner there. You can obviously bring it in more for a pass in if you really wanted to. And it will work out the same as we try and find Sorloth across. Look for that. Find the little corner. And it's just... It's an easy goal. I think as well what a lot of this is telling me when it comes to flashback SBCs and kind of SBCs that are happening now is most, not all, but most of these won't be getting another upgrade. It predominantly now is their final card. So if you are a big fan of Capoue, if you prefer Sorloth, all of that jazz, then potentially looking to get them done, because not only that, you might be able to get yourselves an evolutions later on down the line. That is always something that can be utilized kind of later on when we do get into the footage side of stuff, because most definitely there is going to be some big evolutions, I can imagine, as we go into kind of like the end of the game. We've seen it with Team of the Season. There's been some really decent ones where you're like, okay, that's the real deal now, but the footage ones are going to absolutely go off. Good press proven. Ooh, I mean, that makes sense that the man that's going to be able to tackle him is going to be Sorloth, because he literally can do everything else. Literally everything. And score another goal. Good interception slash anticipate. Can we find that ball? Nah, I was going to say, it's going to be a little bit of a tight angle to try and get into. Oh, that's going to be a goal. It's easily going to be a goal, isn't it? Of course it is. Lovely. Can we? Can we? Can we? Oh, nearly. Oh, no, nearly got a boot to the face. How was that a free kick to him? So going into the overall for him then. 82,000 for the SBC. It's 188 rated team. Obviously, you need to have a La Liga player in it. No Team of the Seasons. I mean, I can't ask for better, to be fair. With the SBCs we've had over the past couple of days, you've got yourself a very good centre mid. You've got yourself one of the best strikers in the game, it seems to be. They have absolutely broken him for some reason. And then you've got Correa, who is a decent striker in himself as well, but then also a decent winger, which I think, again, is just another viable option. Plus, they all are La Liga players, so you can have the links between them. That is always an extra bonus. With Capoue, he's obviously got a lot of French links, which will work in himself as well. That's going to be always a given. When it comes to the chemistry styles, though, people are still going for the shadow, which is fair enough, to be fair. Obviously, with them, you've got the factor that you can go for the shadow, the anchor, or if you wanted a bit more agility balance on the engine. Now, after giving him a good go, the agility balance isn't actually that much of an issue, to be fair. I will give it that he felt fine still. He could still move. We went with the shadow to start with, so that was the big thing there. And it absolutely works. I think that is always a given, that sometimes some cards just perform better. They just sometimes do it. So it's a big thing to have with a card. The 95 pace is brilliant. The defending's brilliant. Everything about this card is of a good solid value. Now, if I'd prefer him to say I'm running 2 box-to-boxes, maybe you could still have a shot with him. I think he's very heavily reliant on the DM role, but he definitely can still push forward with the best of them, which is just an extra bonus that I would say he can kind of possess. But I would say, like anything, if you've got a balanced midfield of 2, definitely having someone at the back whilst he's pushing forward, or at least filling in, would be the better option that you should go for if possible. But overall, I'd say at the minimum, very decent SBC to give a go. At literally at the minimum, just put him in the club. You can obviously get a 93 for, I don't know what the cheapest is now, actually. It's probably like 30, 40k, but just getting him done for 80,000. At the very minimum is fodder. So yeah, you can get one for 25. So it's not as if he's necessarily the cheapest by rating, but if he does manage to have a decent evolutions later on as well, that again is just going to put him into an even better spot of the reason why you should do him.